Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode, round 6, Mugello, and then we go off to round 7, which is Catalunya. But we've got a bit of upgrading to do. I think I might upgrade the onion today. If you don't understand that reference, you need to go back a couple of videos, and the frame as well. So we are upgrading the bike. Not really going to bother too much of engine braking yet because I don't really use it. So, right, let's go to Mugello. Wet track. So, yeah, qualifying is going to come right down to the last minute. Miller right in the way where I don't want him to be. Going to have to get him out of the way. Thank you very much. Gone a little bit wide myself there. But FP3 was exactly the same wet track, and it was very, very hectic because when I was doing my race simulation test, like every lap I was just getting quicker and quicker, and like to begin with I was way outside the top 10, and then the quicker we were going lap by lap, we managed to overall finished in first place. But the track is just starting to dry out, getting a dry line, so now is the time to attack. I didn't bother coming out straight away for this session because I knew that we've got to wait for the track to dry out a bit so that we can get the best lap time. But yeah, it's going to be quite a close one. So we've got just over 4 minutes to go, so hopefully we haven't left it too late. The other thing as well, if it's going to be a wet race, I don't want to use too many front tyres because we've only got 3 softs to choose from, and this is my second one already. So yeah, it's going to be a tough call. I hope I don't run out of front tyre for qualifying. We've been pushed down the order already, so people are going quicker. So at the final corner, where is this going to put us? We're almost outside the top 10. So run to the line. Yeah, we're 10th now. And now we're going to go across the line and go up to 6th. Okay. Let's try again. See if we can do another lap. Okay, come on. Like I said, it's just the track is drying, so the more laps we do towards the end, the better we're going to be standing. So see what we're like at the first split, which is coming up soon. That's gone red, yeah. So far we are quickest through the first sector, so on course for pole position at the moment. Frame upgrade and the onion upgrade working pretty well. I definitely needed to upgrade the engine for this track just because of that really long start-finish straight. And Catalunya's got a fairly long straight as well. Yeah, we are taking a nice chunk of time out at the moment. Right, can we maintain that lead to the line? So the next split is coming up. It'll be coming up as we get out of the S's. So through the left and the right. That was pretty good through there. Yeah, we're still looking good. Just a final corner to negotiate. See where this puts us as we come out of it. We can get another lap in. We can sneak one more lap in. So this one should put us on top. And it has. We are on pole at the moment. So I messed up my final lap, which knocked us down to 3rd place. I just ran out of track at the final corner, but I was on course for pole position. But front row, that's fine.
Here we are live from the MotoGP class starting grid where riders and engineers are talking.
Right, so it's dry, which is good, but I've done no dry practice. So medium front, soft rear. Let's hope that's the way to go. But yeah, all the practice sessions I've done and qualifying, it was all wet track. So this could be quite an interesting race.
spectacular tracks in the entire championship.
We'll find out. We will find out. But we're on the front row. That's the most important thing. We could do with a really good start. It's going to be difficult this race, I think. Here we go. That was a good start. A little wheelie, but we're in the lead. And the AI tend to brake a little bit earlier for turn 1 on the first lap. So let's make hay whilst the sun shines. And we are out front. And got a bit of a gap already. So considering we've done no dry weather practice at all, I've got no dry weather setup or anything. Yeah, 1.1 second lead over Petrucci already. Wow, this could go the complete opposite way I thought it was going to go. Marquez and Rossi are both 15th and 16th, so I don't know what's happened to them off the start. But Rossi was on the front row. So 1.1 second lead over Petrucci at the moment. So it's been a decent first lap for me aboard our Red Bull KTM as we're going a bit too hot there, a bit too wide. To turn 12. Get a good run out of here. Mears way down as well in 20th. So we've only got 0.7 now because Petrucci has closed that gap down. So when I was doing one of the laps in FP3, I came out the final corner and it was Alicia Spargro who is a little bit ahead of me on the Aprilia, and I caught him so quickly down the straight. That Aprilia must be dog slow. Rossi 22nd. Not having a good home race for him. But yeah, that Aprilia just... It wasn't like he was doing an in-lap or anything because he went down the straight, but the rate I caught him, I just thought, wow, that's just stupidly slow, that Aprilia. So second lead at the moment over Petrucci. But we are out front, which is the important thing. Good for the championship, that's for sure. We'll keep it on going. And we shall see if we can get the win. But whilst we're out front, there's a few rumours in the mill around MotoGP at the moment regarding Jorge Lorenzo and the fact that he is that desperate to get out of his Honda contract. The rumour is that he is pretty much offered Ducati his services pretty much for free. Obviously, it wouldn't be in the full factory team because they've obviously got Dovizioso. They've already re-signed Danilo Petrucci for next year. But it's looking like Jack Miller is under a bit of threat at the moment, which is, well, it's not really a fair thing to be fair because Miller's done a pretty decent job this season. Obviously, Bagnaia, he's got a 2-year deal and he's got a deal with the Ducati factory itself. And yeah, in Miller's interviews, he has been saying there is some truth behind the Lorenzo rumour of him trying to get back to Ducati because he's just obviously not getting on with that Honda. I thought that, you know, it took him a while to get to grips with the Ducati, but once he got to grips with it, pretty much after he'd already signed for Honda, he started performing and started winning races. But maybe he's hoping that's going to happen with the Honda, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, even Crutchlow's getting frustrated with the Honda as well because it's just not a nice bike to ride. Obviously, it suits Marquez's style down to a T, and it's been built around Marquez, but no one else rides like Marquez, so no one else can use that Honda to its potential. Obviously, Lorenzo being a smooth rider just does not suit that Honda at all. But yeah, the rumours are Lorenzo wants out of his Honda contract and wants to go back to Ducati, which is an interesting prospect. I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, I guess one way they could do it, obviously they want to give Lorenzo a factory bike, so that would be taking Miller's spot from Pramac. I don't know the situation with Abraham. I don't know if he's on his last year of his contract, because I mean really he doesn't deserve to be there next year as we go very wide. So maybe they'll move Miller to a vintage Ducati but give him a factory bike, and then put Lorenzo at Pramac and give him a factory bike. But it's all a bit speculation at the moment, but let me know in the comment section what you think about those rumours. And we are in the lead. So just coming around to finish the penultimate lap. The gap is coming down. It was 0.7 last time I checked, but they're looking closer and closer. What is it going to be over the line? 0.5, so we've got half a second lead now over Petrucci, so they are closing. We're on the final lap. My rear tyre has got a little bit of life left in it, but it is spinning up. So have we chosen wrong for the rear tyre? Rossi's still languishing down in 21st place. Need to just try and stay ahead on this final lap. Done all that hard work. Dovizioso's up to second now, but he's almost a second behind. So he's got in front of his teammate Petrucci. But yeah, we are just stretching that gap again, which is definitely the right time. We need to be doing that. So we're coming to the end of the final lap. Through Arrabbiata 1, Arrabbiata 2. Still got 0.9 of a second, so looking good. Just a few corners left to go. Through turn 12 for the final time. I think we may just have this. We just need to get through the S as well. Get a good run out of the exit, which is fine, 0.8. It's come down a tenth of a second now, but we've just got one corner to go. And providing I don't completely mess this one up, which I haven't, just try and get the run out. Run to the line. We are going to win at Mugello, a track I thought I was going to struggle at, but we managed to do it aboard the KTM. Job done. Another win ticked off the list. Nice.
While the riders enjoy the acclaim of the fans on their victory
won by 3/4 of a second in the end.
Final ranking of today's race.
Rossi 22nd. That's not good. Marquez down in 8th. So Dovizioso's moved up 3 positions now, up to 2nd place. We've moved up to the lead of the team championship for the first time, and it's Zarco who's got the most points after me at Red Bull KTM.
This rider has been able to impose a frantic pace on today's race, and now he and his mechanics are rightly going to party.
All good. Yeah, I really thought I was going to struggle there, especially with that straight, but the KTM isn't actually that slow in a straight line.
The top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the awards ceremony.
Maybe I might have to jump on that at Aprilia, because that really did seem really slow.
These guys will definitely be ones to keep an eye on in races to come.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what contracts we get offered for next year. I do want to get on the Suzuki at some point, because obviously I'm a fan of Suzuki. Right. So next round is going to be Catalunya. Let's go do this. Upgraded the engine again. So qualifying, what have you got for me? Hasn't been going too bad in free practice. Didn't go too bad at all. Into turn 1. I do like Catalunya. Mugello and Catalunya, 2 of my favourite tracks. We won at Mugello. Let's see if we can do the same here at Catalunya. We've got no times to compare it to at the moment. No one else has set a lap, so just need to try and get a decent lap out of this one. We are catching Miller on track, just like we did at Mugello, but I think he's too far ahead to get in the way this time. Right, onto the little back straight. Get ready for the really tight hairpin into turn 10. I really hope they go back to the old layout. The old layout was so much more fun. Yeah, we're not going to catch Miller, so that's good. Through the final corner. And on to this start-finish straight. What is this lap time going to be? 1:39.623. Is that enough for pole? No, is the answer. We are starting down on the second row, but look how close those times are. Really, really close. So starting in 4th place. So Alex Rins on pole position, medium front, soft rear again. Right. Oh, a lot of them going for a hard rear or a medium rear.
And the Catalan Grand Prix will officially begin. Riders are getting focused because they know that they will have to give 100% from the very beginning.
Wow. Turn 1's going to be interesting. Hopefully we can get a good launch and a good run into turn 1. Here we go. Oh, not such a good start. I tell you what, Rossi got a blinding start there. We have lost a few positions. Alex Rins didn't get a good start either. On the brakes, they're all very slack. Ooh, just hit the back of DEgITx and pretty much put him into the lead there. You're welcome, Dovi. So we unfortunately hit Dovi on the brakes and pretty much forced him into the lead. We're back down to 4th, but we've got a better exit than Alex Rins. He looked like he was struggling there with rear grip, but he's staying in 3rd for now. He's gone wide. Oh, both starting to squirrel that rear, but now we're back up to 3rd. Is Rins going to come underneath? Oh, he's thought about it. He's thought about it. But he didn't quite manage to make it stick at the moment. As we go into turn 7, which is not a very nice corner, especially if you get it wrong. You lose so much time through there. Oh, that was a barge. Not a boat. He definitely forced his way through there, but it didn't make it stick as we go into the hairpin for the first time. Rossi a little bit wide through there. So we're right on the back of Rossi now as we come to the end of lap 1 of 8. Tell you what, I'm a little bit concerned about the rear because it is already spinning up. But the front two just managing to edge away slightly. Onto the start finish. What kind of lap times they doing? 1:45.0, 1:46.1 for me, so we're 1.1 seconds slower than DEgITx in the lead. Okay. So 0.6 to Rossi. I don't know. Rossi's gone a bit wide. I'm really struggling with the rear. Struggling to stay on with these guys as well. Can't quite match their pace. Still 0.6, but yeah, I'm really having to push and just making a few mistakes. Not able to go with these guys. Rossi wide again. into the tight left, 0.7. Again, Rossi went in a bit too deep again into that corner. Rins up to back down to 5th, and now back up to 4th, fighting with Marquez there. We've got a bit of a gap over those two behind us. DeVizioso just got a small gap over Rossi. Oh no. Shit, I've just looked at our rear tyre there, and it's already starting to overheat, and we're only on lap, well, at the end of lap 2. 1:39. We're only 0.4 slower that time, but we are still slower, and they're on harder rear tyres, so I'm a bit concerned we've gone completely for the wrong tyre this time. And I don't think the soft is going to last, because, like I said, it's already overheating. And it's already wearing out pretty rapidly, so... oh, I don't know. Just going to have to go careful. Alright, come on. Close that gap down a little bit. Again, Rossi just going in a bit too hot there. That's allowed us to close back up. We may be able to fight for second here, but that leader, DeVizioso, is starting to pull away. Rossi didn't go in too hot that time, but we're right on him now. Going to have to try and push to get past him. I don't think we've got the pace for DeVizioso. We'll see what kind of lap time we've done on this one. Okay, out we come. Well, fastest lap of the race, 1:39.189. So that's why we've closed in. But I tell you what, that's really worked to that rear tyre. That gone in a little bit too hot into turn 1. It's just starting to spin up a bit more. I tell you what, we might struggle to get second here, and if our rear tyre falls off a cliff, we could really lose a lot of time. Gone very wide there, just trying to push too much, and it's just not working. I should have gone for at least a medium rear for this one. But you know, the soft rear has been working. We've won with the soft rear. But just not working here. I know that rhymed. I wasn't trying to make it rhyme. We've gone in too hot into turn 7. And you lose so much time when you're going too hot there. So just got to try and try and get back in a rhythm again. I keep making too many mistakes. It's really let Rossi off the hook. DeVizioso is long gone now. A bit too hot into there myself. Way too hot into there. Okay. Coming to the end of lap 4. Not looking great. Tell you what, we've actually lost a lot of time because the guys behind have started to close in as well. Yeah, we're outside the 1:39s now. We're a second behind Rossi. This could be where the tides start to turn. We might have to do damage limitation here. So 1.2 back to Rins. We'll keep an eye on that. See what happens to that gap. Oh, that was close. Yeah, rear is really starting to get hot now. Starting to lose grip, and those guys behind are probably less than a second behind now. Yeah, 0.8. Rins is closing in. We are in trouble here with our rear tyre. we make it last to the end of the race? That's what I'm worried about. It's just sliding all over the place. I haven't got the drive out of corners. So the gap behind, it's not going to tell me, but it's 2.4 to Rossi, I know that. That gap has gone up considerably in just one lap. I think is he starting to close in on DEgITx? It's hard to tell. A second is the gap behind, so it's gone back up, but that's to Marquez now. Yeah, look at that, just around there, it's just spinning up. Just spinning up, it's too hot. It's not looking good at all. Yeah, just struggling to get the power down now. Cannot get the drive out corners. Considering we've still got a couple of laps to go after this one. We're going to struggle. We're going to struggle to hold on. It's less than a second. I mean, it hasn't really come down that much in this lap. I know last lap was a pretty horrific lap. So I'm just going to have to do the best I can with what we've got. But yeah, soft tyre was not the way to go for this one. Right, what is the gap going to be over the line? The gap to Rossi is going to be over 3 seconds, I know that. Almost 4 seconds. But again, not telling me what the gap is behind. We'll find out at the first split. I think it may be about a second still, so I think we're just about holding on. Yeah, not quite a second, almost. It's 4 seconds to Rossi now. Just trying to short shift through turn 4 now because the rear is really good. Look how close they are on the mini-map. I've gone wide as well. Oh, I just saw Marquez's front wheel. We are in danger of losing our podium. Yeah, he's 3 tenths behind. That gap is completely demolished. We're in trouble. I got a horrible feeling we're not going to end up on the podium here. And there's 3 of them pretty close together, so we could potentially, as we go very wide on the curb, we could end up down in like 6th place. Is Marquez going to have a go into the hairpin? That's Rins down to 6th now. We managed to hold it into the hairpin, but Marquez is right on us. Trouble is a brewing. Right, we got 1 lap to try and hold on. Marquez is down to 4th. And now Crutchlow's down to 6th. I say Marquez is down to 4th. He was in 4th anyway. I'm in 3rd. Rossi 6.7 ahead. Yeah, they've completely gone. Vignales up to 5th. Crutchlow up to 6th. Rins down to 7th. Rins was in 4th for most of the race. Alright, come on, just got to hold on. 3/4 of a lap, can we do it? Oh, well, that sounded like whoever that was in 4th place just went in a little bit too hot. Rins is up to 5th. Rins up to 4th again. Wow, okay. And that's given us a 0.9 of a second gap over Rins. I think we may just hold on to 3rd place here. We're just going to sneak a podium. But wow. What a quite a difficult race. The rear is pretty much shot. Look how red it's looking, and look how little grip I've got left in it. So Dovizioso has won, Rossi has got second. We're just coming out the final corner. That's how far behind we are. Just a quick look behind. We're going to be good for third. So third place, a podium. But that was a really tough race. Once the rear started going, I was pretty much a sitting duck. But luckily we managed to hold on the third. So there we go. So it's Rins who got fourth in the end, Marquez fifth. I wonder what that's done to the championship as well, because we had extended. It was, what, 42 points? So it's come down. It has come down. So Dovizioso is closing back in. That win definitely helping him out there. So the gap has closed in a little bit. And, oh no, we've dropped 2 places in the team championship. We're now second, 11 points behind. Ducati and Monster Yamaha joint on points. We are still leading the Constructors title, but that again has closed in as well. So we're going to have to go careful over the next few races and make sure that we get some decent results. Otherwise, we could end up losing 2 out of the 3 championships, which we don't want to be doing. And if they keep closing in on my lead, you know, it could soon close in. If I have a DNF or something, that will really turn the tables and we will really be on the back foot. So yeah, difficult race. That's literally the first race with the KTM that I have struggled with the rear tyre. I mean, that one was just overheating like on the second lap, so it was never going to end well, but at least we managed to salvage a podium. That's all good. Okay then, that is it. On to round 8 for the next one. That will be in the next video. That will be Assen. But we can do... I'm going to do engine brake just because we've got enough points to do that. But let's have a look at the leaderboards now, starting with Red Bull Rookies Cup. Yuki Kuni is leading that from Dupas Squire in second, Tate in third, Salvador fourth, and Noguchi in fifth place. Moto 3, let's go over and see how that championship is doing. So Aaron Canet is leading, Dalla Porta in that, Messia in third, Antonelli fourth, and Darren Binder in fifth place. Moto 2, you've got Schrotter leading that from Baldassari in second, Alex Marquez third, Thomas Luthi fourth, and Bastianini in fifth place. And then MotoGP, obviously I'm leading that, but Dovi has closed in slightly. Valentino Rossi third, Marquez fourth, and Jack Miller in fifth. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. See you guys in the next video. See you.